Now, let's sit and talk coaches now. I sit at these games, I sit on the bench, and I see parents who know more than the coach. Now, parents, you got to realize something. Every coach different. You have some coaches that they have a certain five that they like to play. You have coaches like myself who play with strategy. You have coaches who just substitute players, 5 in, 5 out, for whatever reason. It's their strategy. It's how they coach. Y'all have to stop sitting on the side criticizing this man who donating his time to coach your kids. You criticizing him, but you had an opportunity to see whether you liked him or not before you even signed up. That's why you go to a practice and you see how the practice is ran. See, y'all go to the tryouts and then they do all of these skill training exercises and you blown away by the skill training. But you missing the picture. Coaching. There's a difference between skill training, teaching skill, and teaching the game of basketball. Like myself, I'm not a skill training coach. I know what my limits are. But I can coach and I can teach the game of basketball. I can put some strategy together. I can win some games. I could take some average kids and beat a few 8-level players, meaning 5-star players. So you need to go to the practices, and then that's how you decide whether you want to play for this coach or not. The other thing is, a lot of organizations put in a stipulation that parents do not approach the coach. Do you know why? Because in the midst of the game, you are heated. After the game, some people are just upset just to be upset. So that's not the time to sit and have a conversation about basketball or your kid. Because as a coach, I'm not talking basketball with you after the game. So you need to wait a 24 to 48 hour period. I say 48 because that gives you time to settle down, think about what you're going to say, because remember, your words can be used against you. That's why you should remain silent. Like the police tell you, remain silent. Think about what you're going to say, because remember, you can't take that back. And you want to be mindful of how you speak to people. The 48 hours will give you a chance to think about it all, everything you observed, and the conversation you will want to have with the coach. Now, the coach have a conversation with you about your kid. Hey, this is why your kid is not playing a lot. XYZ. That means you have to invest in your kid. That means you have to go out and find a skill training coach. And those things that coach tell you that person is weak at, that's what you go and work at, as well as building other skill levels while with that person. Now, you know, if you're not going out and invest that money in your kid, you know that kid not going to play. That coach cannot get your baby's skill level up in an hour and a half or 2-hour practice twice a week. That's 4 hours. It's no way they can stop to correct one kid when you got 8 to 10 kids on your team. You got to move it forward. So that falls on the parent. The parent have to go invest in the kid and get your kid better if that's what your kid want to do. If it's too much, move your kid down a level. That way your kid can play with other kids that's on he or she level. Then they can build themselves up And then before you know it, they're ready to play up on that level. It's steps to this thing. Everybody want to play EYBL ball. Everybody want to be on the national team. It's not for everybody at the moment. So that's why you have to, again, invest in your kid.